Hello everyone, I am Dimple Patel and you are watching the Automation Learning and welcome to my channel. So in the last few weeks I got many requirement that please create a video where I can get the lowest product, where I can get the n element on the product list, or I have to fetch the products which are less than something amount. So here I come with the small videos. I hope which fulfills your requirements and you get to learn something from me. That is the main goal. So let's start with the Flipkart example. And if you have not watched my previous video regarding the page object model, then please go and watch the video because I had continued with the same example only. So if you don't understand anything, I will give the link in the description box. Please go and look at the previous video and then you can come back to this video. Okay, so first we are going to see that after searching the OnePlus product on the Flipkart page, I get some product and I have to wait for a few seconds to get it loaded. After that, I am clicking on the sixth element. Okay, that is the sixth position. So how I implemented the logic? So let's come back to the logic. So there are two ways. Either you find all the products from the list. So I have find out the product and you can click on the positions by finding that element. And second way is you can specify the XPath and you can specify the position here. So I will show you the example. Let's say open the Flipkart and let me search OnePlus and go to inspect element and fine. So you can see I am getting total 40 products available on this page. So you can see here, right? And if I done, so you can see the title is getting highlighted one by one. So I want to click on that title when I get the particular position. So use this XPath and just give your position. So it's selecting the fourth element. If you have seen, it's highlighting the fourth title. So this is how we can do the first thing. So I have just implemented the simple thing. There is not more much logic. And the second way is list of product. Now what is this list of product? So I am just using this XPath to find the product on the page. So you can see when I am finding out the element, the entire div is getting selected, and inside that div we have title, price and all that things. So inside that I want suppose anchor tag with the title. So you can write in such a way so it will give you the title. So this is how we can create the XPath and it's very easy. So there are two ways, whichever you like you can follow. So let me execute it and you can see which product is getting selected. Suppose I write 5 and let me execute that. So the Flipkart is opening. It got maximize which I haven't added previously. It select OnePlus and then it clicks on the OnePlus 8 product. Now how we can verify whether it's correct or not? So go back to the previous page and what I had written fifth position. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This one. So it's showing this product. Okay, correct. So this is done. Hope you like this first part of my video, and if you like it then don't forget to subscribe my channel and please support me to grow so that I can reach to maximum people who are learning the automations with the real world examples. So now let's go back. So let's go back and have the first five products which are less than 30,000. So I will first run it and show you how it is working, and then we will understand the code. In the UI, you don't see anything, so we'll just open the console. So you can see I have printed the five products name which are less than the 30,000. So how the logic is implemented. So go back to that function Flipkart page. So understanding is more important than implementation. So first I had finded out the element, that is the amount element. Now the amount element is finded out by this way. So we'll just go it. So wherever the rupee symbol is available, I can say that amount is available there. So what we need to do? First of all, we need to fetch all the amounts from the product. From the amount, we need to remove the rupee symbol and the commas, whatever are added, and then I will compare it whether it's less than 30,000 or not, and I will show it on the screen. So the same way, first of all, I have found out all the elements on the page which are having the amount, or you can use this product also, nothing problem. Then I fetch the element, then I fetch the element text, then I am converting this amount to the integer, and later on I am comparing that amount is less than 30,000. If yes, then I am fetching the title. So for title we have already seen at the title, right, and get text. So it will find out the text, product count, and the title is this. Now suppose I want all the product, then it's okay, just remove this line below one. And if you just want the five top products which are less than 30,000, then you can keep the condition that if count is greater than equal to 6, then you can break the for loop. Suppose I remove this, then it comment, let me comment it. And if we run it, then we will get more products name display on the console. Mm. So might be I have to do for one minus. So you can see all the products names are display here. So what the mistake is, instead of this, you can write size minus 1 because it was showing you the XPath. If you don't understand how to resolve the errors, then that is also one way. Uh, if you have seen, let me open the console. If you can see here, it was telling me this XPath is 41, and we know that on the page we have only 40 products. So, but obvious that you have to do the size minus 1 logics and it will be done. So, this is how I have implemented the logic. So, this is the customized XPath where you have to write div which starts with the class. Now, how I had find it out the unique weight. So, let me show you this also. Okay. See, suppose if you see these products, uh, then you can see the common thing is div data ID is equal to mobile and something unique number is getting generated. But for each and every row, they have defined a class which starts around this. So you can see wherever the products are displayed, they are displayed in this div which contains this class. Uh, Previously I have used this mob the data ID which starts with the mob, but there are only 7 to 8 products which are related to mobile, and then you can see the code is getting changed, so which is not a better way. So always try to use something which is more uh, clear and which is not getting frequently changed. So that's why I have used this. And now inside that I can see if there are many divs, and I don't want all the divs to be selected. So I have specified the condition that select the div which has data ID. So you can see it is selecting the product only. So in every project, there is a unique way to find out the element, and you have to specify a XPath to be very precise. Otherwise, you will get the element as a wrong element, and your automation will get fail. So try to create the element XPath properly. So then now the last moving to the last point, that is how to find the lowest and the highest product. Let me comment this and uncomment this. So now we'll run. Hope you are enjoying my channel, and keep liking and sharing my videos with your friends, colleagues, so who is eager to learn the automations, and I'm happy to resolve all your queries. So you can see the highest price is this and lowest price is this. So let me compare here. So the highest price is this. So if you see anything, then let me know. And lowest price is 99. Okay, so I don't see anything which is greater than 55,000 on this page, so it's correct and we have done it. Yay, great. So now how we have done this logic, it's been a tricky one, and I am giving you one task, that you can show me the product title uh, on the console, and you can also give the ratings which is there to the product on the console. So you can try out these two things. Try to print the ratings and the title of the product. Okay, now let's go back what I have implemented for you guys. Okay, so first thing here is we are going to use the concept of collection, where it provides directly the sorting functionality of the list or the set in the ascending order. So why should I write more logic if it is everything provided here, correct? So first what you have to do is you have to create a hash map for integer and string. Now integer is your price or the amount, and string will be your title or the product name, whatever you want to store. So the same logic which we have seen previously, the same thing is there here. I am fetching the amount at particular location, then I am fetching the title at the particular location, that is at position I. And what is the products? List of products. 40 products list is there. One by one I will fetch the amount and title inside that. And the same logic we have to replace the amount uh, dollar sorry rupee symbol and the commas. So we are using the regular expression for that. Just what it will do, it will keep numeric values and replace all other thing with the double quotes only. That is a simple one. Converting it to the integer, and then I am just putting the things into the map in the key for value format. That key is the price and value is the title. Now create one key set. So we are creating a key set and storing it in the set format. Why? Because array list requires the set of values. So create a new array list of the integer type and pass the set variable in the constructor, and then you can use collection dot sort, and it is working for you and it's ready. So which is the lowest product, which will be the first ascending order mein hai, so it's going to be the zero position. So we are just passing this, so it's going to give me the lowest price because what we have stored in the list product we are storing only the keys, that is the integer value only. So here you will not get the title, you will just get the price. And for the highest product, the size minus 1. So the size is suppose 40, so 41, the size minus 1 you can give, and you will get the 40 number position is the highest one, so you can see the product is getting printed with the price. Now what you have to do, that list down the product name and product rating with lowest price and highest price. This is your task, and if you face any problem, then let me know in the comment sections. In the next video, I will give answers to this both task which I have given. Somewhat it is tricky, so you can try out. So let's see how many of you complete your task. Thanks for watching my videos, and hope you like my videos, and hope I was able to solve all your queries. If you like this video, then please, it's a request, don't forget to hit the red button, and don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Signing off. Bye.